Welcome into another episode of the Delco Duo. I'm one half of the Delco Duo, Monica Cryan.
And I'm the other half of the Delco Duo, Jenna Meisner. So happy to have you with us for another Saturday night. We are in springtime.
Yes.
I love spring.
Yes, I don't, but that's okay. It just
like
means
the
we're getting
end
closer.
of spring. Mm-hmm. Like when it's not too hot, but it's starting to get really nice outside. Beginning of spring, though, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
I just don't love spring because it does mean storms, and it gets like kind of busy in my world.
And you just want to relax.
Yeah, and I want to coast into summer, and it's like severe weather, and I'm like, please shut up. But that's okay.
Meteorologically
speaking, it's not fun. It's not fun, but that's okay. That's all right. We're in like a lion, and that's all right. That's fine. We've got a fun show, and that's all that matters.
All that matters.
A very fun show. Let's get it going.
So also with spring and March comes March Madness, and we previewed this a bit last week, but we have our official bracket for the Delco Duo. This year we are doing diners, and we took everybody's submissions and sort of put it down to 16 different diners, aka the teams, and we had a couple of repeat admission, like people put the same diners into us. And so the most popular ones that we saw are the ones that made it into this bracket. If you put one in and you're like, hey, where's mine? It just unfortunately didn't go with the masses.
Right. And there were some submissions that, I'm sorry, we looked at it and it wasn't necessarily a diner.
Right.
If it was not a diner, one. Like
I want the places to be closed by 2.
No.
I want them to be closed by 2. Or overnight diners, I get, like the really late
Lanark
ones.
is like 24/7.
I know. Okay. I'll take that back, because dinners are really fun. But I think what I meant is, like, when I'm thinking of a diner, I'm thinking like breakfast. Like you're going in the morning. Like you're not going. 2. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Their breakfast is done by 2. Okay. But like I looked at, someone wrote into me Crossbar in Havertown. I looked that up. I love that submission because it's so good. I love that place, but it's a pub. We can't put that in because it's not going to stand the truth.
This
the test
is a
of time.
very thorough selection Sunday that we had. So let's give you a look. We have some images. We have both sides of the bracket here. Again, there are 16 teams, aka the diners, and we put some that were geographically close together up against each other first. So like the 2 from Media, the 2 from Ridley Park, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so we got Rooster, Court Diner, Stargate Diner, Brick House, Country Squire, Apple Walnut Cafe, Sage Diner, Aston Diner. Like all my favorites got in, and I'm so excited.
I said, it's a legit diner when it's just like town and diner.
Yeah.
The Aston Diner, Springfield Diner.
Coffee Station and Morton, Olympic Diner, Lanark, Gateway, Manila's, Tom Jones, Upland Diner.
Yeah, so there you have it. We're going to be having the voting over the next week or so, and we post that on social media, on Instagram. So if you're not on Instagram, which we get, maybe you're not a social media savvy person, you can just email us who you want your vote, I guess, and we'll have the bracket online, like on our Facebooks and things like that.
Yes, on Instagram, and then you can vote.
And we've already filled ours out. So fill out your entire bracket. Monica and I had very different approaches to this. Monica was actually very annoyed by mine. Why were you so annoyed by my bracket?
You got some bougies.
I love Manilas. And I said that when we said we were doing diners, and we sort of debated, like, is that even Delco? Because it's the fancier side of Delco in Wayne. But I just love it there. I love it.
And it was down to Apple Walnut Cafe, which I was not sure was a diner. That's okay.
Oh, my goodness. Just because it doesn't have, like, the diner aesthetic and it's a little bit more cafe doesn't make it any different. I mean, what was the one? Coffee Station? Wasn't that one in Morton? Like, really cute, like, had a really good aesthetic to it. Mm-hmm. Like, that is not a traditional diner-looking place.
So, yes.
Who do you have winning?
I have Springfield Diner.
Okay.
That's our go-to.
And who's your championship?
So it's Court Diner
and
Springfield Diner. Those are our 2 go-tos. Just because Court Diner, is right down the street from us, and Springfield Diner. So we go to those 2 all the time.
I don't want to brag, but last year my bracket was pretty perfect. I got 1. I was off on 1. So we'll have to see. You don't think I'm appealing to like Delco with mine though? I can tell.
Well,
you just think
Delco diners.
Delco
Like, yeah,
diner.
Apple Walnut Cafe is delicious. I just, for diner's sake.
It's a fight in words.
Mm.
All right, so make sure you're following us on social media, on Instagram in particular, and you can put your votes in, and we will see what is the best Delco diner. And like we did last year for the pizza, where we went to the first final two, we're gonna go to the championship diners, and we're gonna make a whole experience out of it. So it'll be a lot of fun.
What is your go-to diner order?
I'm pretty I just like an omelet. I like an omelet with green peppers, bacon, and cheese.
Same. I usually do like I've sometimes order, this is random, but at Springfield Diner, you can get tomato sauce on your omelet, and I'll get that.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's
I don't
so
like the sounds of that.
good.
I also love this stage right now where my son will get him like a chocolate chip pancake or like a French toast or a fun waffle, and then he eats a bit of it, but then so
Agreed.
good. All right. Let's get to what we are here to do, and that's to solve your problems that you submit it. We keep you anonymous, and we give you some advice. So let's see who's first.
Austin from Alden writes, I work at the register at a drugstore, and you wouldn't believe the number of people who leave their baskets on the ground after checking out.
I would believe it. People are so rude.
Oh, okay.
Do you do that?
Well, like, just put the basket on the ground underneath?
There is a spot. Open your eyes. There's.
Tell me, where should I put it?
You do this. I'm appalled.
Yeah.
No!
I think I do.
So when you go to self-checkout, so let's use CVS for an example. When you go to self-checkout, do you do self-checkout or do you go to the people?
Yeah, I go to self-checkout.
So you just put it like under where you put the bags? Is that what you do?
I think sometimes I do.
Or do you just leave it?
You know how like there's like that spot underneath, like that metal thing that comes out?
Yeah, you
I
just
think
put
I
it
put the basket underneath.
The spot for the baskets is literally right at the door when you're walking out. Like there, where you get the basket, you should just put it back.
Okay, I'll start doing that now. But no, I usually just right underneath.
This is like the same argument of like where you leave your shopping cart when you go to the grocery store. You know how some people will just like either leave it out.
No, I never leave it by the car.
It's the same thing. I'm saying it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same idea.
I never thought of it as the same thing.
It's the same idea. I mean, yes, it's just a basket and it's not as heavy. And, grocery stores have people dedicated to like collecting the carts.
Right.
But it makes these people's jobs so much harder when they have to like go on a basket search.
I never thought about it. I just done.
If there is multiple baskets by the self-checkout, then I'll leave mine like within that pile. But you never want to be the only basket.
Okay.
Don't be the solo basket.
Okay, so this is a PSA to everybody.
They're normally right by the door. I mean, how lazy can you be?
Oh,
you're lazy. I don't know why this bothers me so much. I just feel bad when there's just like, I guess I worked in retail, not like at a drugstore, but when you were the last crew of the night and like you were in charge of like getting the store ready for the next day, having to clean up people's stuff.
Yeah.
I hated that.
I guess I never thought about it, like who's going to take that basket and bring it back to where it needs to be. I just always thought it was just so easy. It was just there and it somehow gets back to where it needs to be.
Do not do that.
They are easily movable. But
if you're in self-checkout, like you are yourself. You are responsible for it all.
Well, I think that's the other thing is all of a sudden these stores have become everything's self.
Yeah, so you take yourself and you put it right there.
Can't we get a little bit of help somewhere?
All right, coming up next, we are going to talk about dating after divorce, dating a widow. There's a lot happening here.
It's tough. Welcome back to the Delco Duo. Go ahead. Nope.
I wanted to expose Monica for something she was doing in the break, but
we're not.
Apparently, I thought we could talk about everything on the Delco Duo.
Off limits. Off limits.
When it involves screenshots, you can't talk about it.
You cannot.
Have you ever sent a screenshot to the person that you're screenshotting by accident?
No, I have not done that yet.
I've never done that either, but it's a fear of mine. It's a big fear of mine.
Yeah, I know it's coming, but I actually, when I screenshot and then I send to something, like I will double and triple check.
That's when you're most diligent.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
I saw a girl,
going to the right person?
She posted online that a girl from her high school that she hadn't talked to in a really long time accidentally DM'd her Instagram post and said like, Monica has the cutest kids. Like, thank God she said that. Can you imagine if
she
she's
said,
like, Monica's
go
kids are butt ugly?
Yes.
Like, can you imagine?
But it's still embarrassing.
It is, because like you're still talking about the person. But I don't mind if someone's talking about me in a positive way. Like, talk about me all you want. Talk about me.
In a positive way, I'm still like, ugh, why is this person talking? They're obsessed with me.
You know how on Instagram you can see like how many times your post has been sent? Did you know that? There's the little like triangle envelope thing. It will show you like, it will say a number. So that's how many people like sent it to somebody.
Oh my God.
I'll show you in the commercial break. You're going to be quite alarmed. That does mean people are sending like, and in this job, I don't think it's that crazy because again, it's very public and whatnot, but
I would like it if my posts, especially about like weather, were sent a lot of times. You know, that's good.
But it's going to be like a selfie.
But
it's not going to be anything about weather because people on social media don't care.
I'll probably be more upset by the fact that like very few people are sending my stuff. Anyway.
All right, let's get to our next issue. It is a long one, and it comes from Holly from Holmes.
I'm divorced and recently started hanging out with a gentleman whose wife died. I'm confused about the type of relationship he wants because he rarely shows me affection, especially in public. He never holds hands, touches, or hugs me. I can't tell if it's a lack of interest or dislike of affection. We spend a lot of time together and seem to enjoy each other's company, but I'm starting to feel like it's platonic. This is really hard.
Yeah, I think you just need to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds so high school, but what are we? Like the
what
are we conversation. Everyone's had it in their life.
Yeah, it's
a younger thing.
Conversation.
Right, but I mean, this is a young maybe relationship.
Right. And it seems like you guys have been, for a while, like this used to be a conversation that kids, younger people would have way too early. You know what I mean?
Scare someone off.
And scare someone off. But it seems like you guys are maybe ready and maybe he doesn't realize that may be a step that you need to take.
Or maybe, you have to be slow. His wife died. Maybe he doesn't know, what you're comfortable with. Like, you get so comfortable in a marriage. You know your spouse. You know they like to hug. They like to hold hands. Mm-hmm. They like to do this, that. You've had that for however many years.
Right.
Maybe it was 20 years. Maybe it was less than that. Whatever. It's still a longer time than this relationship. So maybe he just doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do. He's been married. He's been in a comfortable marriage. He lost his wife. And now he's like, I don't even know what to do.
Right.
Should I hug you? Should I hold your hand? Like, there's a lot going through this man's head, I think.
Right. And I think you go and one conversation is, what are we? Second conversation, I hate this conversation, but it's what is your love language?
It's helpful.
I hate it.
It's helpful.
But it is very helpful. It seems like his love language is quality time. He likes spending time with you.
And hers is touch.
And yours is touch. Just by understanding that you have two different love languages, it just shows that that's okay. You guys are a bit different. And
gives you tools to move forward.
Yes.
I don't think that it's platonic. Like, I get that. Like, maybe the PDA is not there and whatnot, but clearly he's into you if you're spending time together.
Yeah, there's no platonic relationship at this age that's a man and a woman. You know what I mean? That if you're heterosexual, there's no platonic relationship between a man and a woman. It'll get there. You just gotta you gotta start making the move. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to hold hands, first of all, what are we? Are we not platonic? Great. That's fine. We'll start making moves. You put your hand on him.
Doesn't always have to be
the man.
A man.
You start putting your hand on him out. Don't be too PDA, but just a little bit of something that shows, hey, I like touch.
And she writes, I can't tell if it's lack of interest. I immediately know if somebody's not interested in a conversation I'm having with them.
Yes.
There's signs that you can look out for. So if you're not sure, I think that he is interested.
Yes, he is interested.
You would be able to tell if this if he was not interested in your conversation, in your company, like that. I think there's very clear red flags.
He likes you,
but he's just not sure what to do.
He's not sure how to touch you.
Grief is a really weird thing. It comes in waves. So be understanding.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, coming up next, one of us has an issue to talk about. So we'll have that in either Meisner Needs an Advisor or What's Monica Crying About.
Make sure you stick around for that. And welcome back. So this is...
I've ruined your night by letting Monica know how many people have saved her photos and have sent them to other people. You had one selfie of your new boot goofing. How many people sent that to someone? 41 people.
105 just saved it into a collection. What do you want?
So when your true crime doc comes out and they're like, when did you know Monica was going to be murdered? I'll be like, the new boot goofing picture.
105 people just put it in one of their collections. I don't know what you're going to do with that photo.
It's so weird. It's really social media. Like, I get it. It's a scary place. Or maybe somebody's just like, that's my favorite Met in her new boots. Save.
People love boots. People love boots. I don't know what it is about boots, but people love boots.
Boot fetish. If we're ever worried about our ratings, I'm like, Monica, can you please just wear your black boots
and people love it.
All right.
People love boots.
Let's get to my issue.
Meisner needs an advisor.
Okay, so I have a new obsession. And I don't know if it's a healthy obsession or if it's an unhealthy obsession. If you've been watching the show over the week, or even this show tonight, I have a new accessory. I can't show what finger it's on because it's on my middle finger and I don't want to flip off everybody. So here is my new accessory. These actually have been around for a really long time, but they just got popular.
They're becoming really popular.
Yeah, they're becoming really popular. So it's an Oura ring, but there's so many different brands now. There's like Ultra Human, Ring Connect. I don't know. There's a lot of, it's a smart ring, essentially, is what this is.
You keep almost flipping people off.
It's a smart ring. I'm trying to here, I'll just take it off. I don't want to take it off. I need to know my heart rate at all times.
I know, God forbid.
So here it is.
It's going to freak out.
It's got like little sensors in it, and it comes with an app. And this app can tell you, so if you can see it, my nails are not done. Just don't look at those, okay? Mom nails. But it's got these little sensors in it. It's kind of hard to see. But you're supposed to wear it on your index finger, but I just stylishly, that is not my preferred finger. So that's why I wear it on my middle finger. But it comes with an app, and the app gives you all these different insights. So in
the
real
breakdown
time,
of your life.
The breakdown of your day. How are you doing? So right now I'm engaged, it says. It tells me if I'm stressed, if I'm relaxed, what my mindset is. I'm engaged, which is true. I'm engaged in this show. I'm not stressed about this show, but I'm engaged.
You're thinking, you're doing, you're active.
Right. So I have some of the stats to also show you. So
you're letting people in.
I'm letting people in. So this is my sleep. I got 6 hours and 17 minutes of sleep last night.
Okay.
And it tells you your wake up, your REM, your deep sleep. At one point I woke up to go to the bathroom at 2 a.m. That was so annoying. It was right before my alarm was set to go off for work.
I can't believe you get up to go to the bathroom.
Sometimes I drink a lot of water before bed.
Okay.
Which I guess isn't a good thing. You were shocked by that. Do you never wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom?
No, because I'm not an old woman.
I think that's very common.
No, I never have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Control room people do you wake up at any point? Sometimes. And
but you do it every night.
No, I don't do it every night.
It looks like you do.
That was one night's sleep.
I'm seeing from the Oura ring that you get up every night to go potty.
If the Oura ring is not concerned, I'm not concerned. Okay. That's going to be my new mantra.
And I think that's the thing is, for some people, the Oura ring is not a bad thing.
I gotta pull
Most
up the stats.
people who are buying the Oura ring are already deeply obsessed and concerned with their health.
Yes.
You have a bit of a concern and obsession with your health.
I'm a hypochondriac.
Yes.
I definitely am.
I don't know if this is a good thing.
I'm trying to find... So they have this symptom radar.
Oh,
and
Lord.
This will go off if it thinks you're going to get sick. This morning, my symptom radar was great, by the way. But I think it's a good thing to have. I want to know. I think I have a lot of health anxiety. I don't know when it started. But obviously, my dad, he passed of a heart attack. So I think my heart rate, I'm always okay, Like, am I going to have heart problems? Like, I think it all stems from
That.
family history. But I've always been this way. Even prior to my dad, I was always like in tune with health.
And I get that. And I think that,
It makes me feel better.
okay, well, if it makes you feel better, I would hate for it, though, to become
Consuming.
consuming
It has
and an
consumed.
obsession.
Like, I look at my
I
husband.
don't want that for you.
My husband is so sick of this thing. He's like,
know.
I don't care. I'm like, oh my God, at 12:01, I was stressed. You want to know why I was stressed? And I'll like think about what was happening
Right.
at 12:01 that made me quote unquote stressed or.
Because it's okay to be stressed.
No,
Life has
that's-
stressors.
That's what it says.
Right.
It says like, hey, just letting you know you're stressed, but that's a part of your day.
That's a part of life.
It's never, doesn't shame you for
The heart
lack
thing
of
is good.
sleep or.
The heart thing is good. I just, that's a small little ring.
It's not a medical device.
It's
They
not
have,
a
like,
medical device.
They have a big it's not like a warning, but like a disclaimer.
Yes.
Big
EKGs.
disclaimer, like this is not a medical it can't tell you.
Right.
Like if it tells you something's wrong, like don't just go and get medicine.
There
for it.
are things, people have pacemakers that are hooked up to things and this, that, and the other that have a hard time monitoring
really
hearts.
like it so
That's going to
far.
have a hard time monitoring your heart legitimately.
I really like how it tells me, like, I think I'm sleeping longer than I am. Like, I'm in bed, but I only slept 6 hours. And
Yes.
so it's like making me like, all right, go to bed.
Right. Okay. So as long as it doesn't
Check it
continue.
out.
And I spend the most time with you, so I don't want to be consumed with this either.
All right, we've got Delco trivia coming up. It has to do with diners.
Which is one of the oldest diners in Delco as a part of our Delco March Madness bracket?
Yes.
What is one of the oldest diners in Delco?
This surprised me.
Yeah.
I've known this my whole life, but I didn't realize that it was the oldest.
It is the old.
So let's take a look. It is the Country Squire Diner.
Wow.
1963, missed the Court Diner by a year.
1 year.
Court Diner was 64, which
Yep.
we both thought it was the Court Diner.
Yes.
But no, Country Squire Diner, and there's an image from a postcard back in the day. The Delaware County, Pennsylvania History posted this on their Facebook, and it looks the same.
Very similar. It's a different sign, I believe, they said.
Yeah, so it was opened in 1963, operated by George Costalis and his son Gus, which it is still, I know that family, and it's still run by, they've got a George and they've got a Gus, and that name must have just gone back and forth from the 60s. So that's really cool.
It is really, really
You
cool.
think it's going to go far in our bracket? Who's it up against first?
Who's it up against?
Oh, Apple Walnut Cafe. I'm sorry, Costalis family.
Oh,
I
you booted them? Well, I got them going to the next round up against Aston Diner.
Okay. And then you think Aston Diner. I know you really like the Aston Diner.
I do like the Aston Diner. It's just, there's so many good diners. There's so many good diners.
Okay.
And so much history. So much history.
Delco Duo at phl17.com. If you email us and you're like, hey, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Instagram, can I have the bracket? We can email you back a copy of the bracket and you can fill it out and all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for tuning in and submitting all of your diners. Have a good one.